hivi.
We can start wakili.
So good afternoon, members of the Fourth Estate. Good afternoon, members of the general public. We are here at the Nakuru County Commissioner's headquarters. We had accompanied our colleagues, our friends, human rights defenders, who had been summoned by the National Commission, National Cohesion and Integration Commission, to shed some light on a few issues. And we, of course, had anticipated that it was going to be a rough day for them, but we thank God because I think we have commissions in this country that know what their work is. Our colleagues had written to the commission in respect to the utterances by, I believe that should be the Wajir woman representative, Fatuma Gedi, in respect to her utterances to the effect that if Mheshimiwa Rais is not re-elected by popular vote, then they'll have to steal the elections in his favor. Our friends had written to the NCIC, to the IBC, to the DCI, and to the DPP, partly to complain about this and wondering what these very institutions of government are doing, because the utterances by Mheshimiwa Gedi have a net effect of, encouraging division, disintegration, acrimony, and all the good things in this country. And so when they were called here, we thought that it has now become practice of some of these institutions. At first they were summoned to the DCI. We were wondering why well-meaning citizens like our friends would be summoned to the DCI. Had they committed a crime? And so we accompanied them. But on coming here, we've met the agents of the NCIC. They have commended our colleagues on the good job that they are doing. In fact, if anything, they have given them a good name, peace ambassadors. Peace ambassadors. And so we want to thank the NCIC for the good job they are doing. Of course, we have appreciated the challenges they are also facing in their bid to bolster integration and cohesion in this country. One of them being the issue of funding and the capacity building and engagement with the citizenry, engagement in terms of civic education and all that. And because I'm here with the human rights defenders, I think it's a point for them to take up, especially on the issue of engaging mwananchi. I'm informed Mama County here is a member of a political party that prides itself in listening to mwananchi. They say wanasikiza ground. And so we're asking the commissioners, we're asking every other government agency to actually do their best at engaging mwananchi wa kawaida at the ground. NCIC being a commission that would be so much involved in integration and all that, should be at the forefront of engaging mwananchi at that very place and hearing out what we have to say. For us as a people, especially we living in this county, great county of Nakuru, integration is important. Peace is very important to us. And without peace, I can assure you, there will be no development in this country. And so that's why we are here. And we thank you for being kind enough to come and cover this event. And if there are any questions for me, I would take them. Otherwise, that would be all for now.
My name is Ben Kehanya, a leader in this county. We are here because we've been summoned by the National Cohesion Integration Commission. This is due to a letter that we did on 16th of July regarding the utterances by the women rep for Wajir County, Fatuma Jeho. In that statement, she categorically said that sisi watu wa Northeast kama kura hazitatosha tutaiba, and we found those utterances to be dangerous, to incite ethnic violence, and also to undermine our democratic process as a country. We therefore go to constitutional bodies mandated to investigate independently and take action. Amongst one of our demands was that she be denied to participate in the coming general election because a player who enters a football pitch and insists on using rugby rules should not be allowed to participate in a football match. And therefore we are calling upon the NCIC, the IBC, the DCI to investigate and take action. So today we are happy that we have been summoned by NCIC to hear us and to get our side of the story, which we repeated to them. And we had given 21 days notice, which are soon coming to an end. We'll be heading to court to find a declaration that she be found unfit to hold any public office. And this is a warning to all the readers that think that you can just alter any statement and get away with it. In such regards, we are also citing utterances from one Oscar Sudi. We are also citing such utterances also from Camtech. And we are also wondering whether it is a UDA policy that they are going to rig the 2027 general election, because there have been no words officially from them to castigate their supporters or their would-be contestants. So we are raising this early on so that should there be any post-election violence, the genesis is what is being propagated by a party that seems to be a little bit lax on how it allows its top leadership to address issues of national importance as electioneering and our democratic process. Thank you, unless there's any question.
Maybe you have been here in the office of NIC. What have they actually asked you, and maybe what advice have they given to you?
The NCIC, as one of the bodies we wrote to, has actually been very friendly and very accommodative. We've written a statement to reinforce what we said in our letter. We are willing to cite them as a witness that we actually appeared before them in any other fora, and that should be the courts if they would not have recanted whatever the women rep for Wajir said. So they are ally in this war. We are happy that they drove all the way from Nairobi to come and take our statement. So we are waiting for the other constitutional bodies, the DCI, and especially the IBC. You cannot be a referee where players have decided they are going to use unorthodox methods in a match and then continue with the match. We are saying that match should be called off, that player should be called out, and that player should not be allowed anywhere near the field. In that regard, we are saying 3 leaders within the UDA ranks, that is Fatuma, Jeho, Oscar Sudi, Kamtet. Those ones should be called out as people who want to play rugby in a football match.
We understand that an important office like if you are someone down there,
yeah,
what if it means to the country as you head to the elections?
Yeah, we'd also want to call the public to bear to the government to be able to call out the underfunding of these institutional bodies so that the rule of law and constitutionalism can actually thrive. Today we had been summoned at the DCI office despite of being summoned actually by a different body that deals with integration and cohesion. We'd want the funding to be increased so that these bodies can be able to play the important role, which is to ensure the constitutionalism and the rule of law take root in our republic, so that they don't need to borrow offices from other offices that are equally funded by the same body. So we've experienced that the commission is underfunded, and we would want to ask, is it by default or by design that we underfund some important constitutional bodies so that they are not able to fulfill their mandate? So in that regard, we would want to say that the government should actually fund some of this commission so that constitutionalism and the rule of law can actually take root in the Republic of Kenya.
Kwa majina naitwa Laban Musundi na mimi ni mkaji wa Nakuru hii, na jambo ambalo ningependa kuzungumza kuhusu petition yetu ambayo tulipeleka kwa zile ambazo ni constitutional body ni kwamba maneno ambayo yaliyozungumza na women rep wa Wajir kusema kwamba wataiba kura, hilo ni jambo ambalo sisi kama wa Kenya tulihusunika sana. Sisi ambao tulipetition na IEBC, tukapetition DPP, tukapetition National Cohesion inaitwa NCIC whatever, kuangalia mwenendo wa huyu ambaye amekuwa elected ambaye ni women rep wa Wajir. Jambo hilo lilituhuzunisha sana, na tukasema kwamba maneno kama hayo katika Kenya leo ambayo inaishi na katiba yetu ya Kenya ni hali ambayo ya kudhalalisha katiba yetu, na tukasema kwamba lazima ule ambaye amekuwa elected lazima adhibiwe kwa mujibu wa sheria, na tungependa IEBC DPP waweze kuinvestigate mtu kama anastahili kukuwa amestakiwa. Tumesikia juzi Malala alipoanguka na alipokuwa anaendesha ndege, alipokuwa land ndege kwa political, alipokuwa katika ndege yake akaland mahali ambapo anachezea mpira, alikuwa summoned kwa pia before katika na kwa pia kwa DCIO, lakini mule mtu ambaye anatengeneza maneno ambayo yanaweza leta uchochezi katika Kenya hii yetu anaachiliwa, anatembea vile anataka. Tungependa IEBC, CID, wale wote ambao wanahusika katika hali ya uchunguzi waweze kushika huyu mwakilishi wa mama wa Wajir na waweze kumstaki, ili waweze kukua fundisho kwa wanasiasa ambao wako na matamushi ambayo yanaweza turudisha nyuma, ambayo yanatukumbusha maneno ambayo ya 2008 jinsi ambavyo tuliposhuhudia watu wakipigana kuhusu mambo ya post election violence. Katika tunapokaribia 2027 election, tunataka tuhakikisha kwamba tuna participate katika election ambayo ni free. Ule mtu ambaye anashindwa ashindwe tu katika roho safi, na ule mtu ambaye anakuwa elected akuwe elected katika roho safi. Lakini mambo hali ambayo ni ya wizi is something that we must work appropriately and make sure kwamba kura ya 2027 haibiwi. Mtu akishindwa ashindwe katika roho safi, aende nyumbani, and we should not entertain such a kind of statements ambazo inaweza tuma kura zetu ziibiwe, inaweza tuma watu wapigane. That is something that we are much more against, na viongozi wetu wachunge sana maneno ambayo wanazungumza. We need statement ambayo ni ya amani, si statements ambazo zinaweza lete uchochezi katika Kenya hii yetu. Mwaso wakati tunapozungumzia mambo ya election ya 2027. Asanteni.